Hi everyone, we are made of matter. And what brings us here is the fact that we no longer want to wake up and do nothing about this problem. It's plastic waste. Less than 10% is being recycled, while the rest is ending up in the natural environment. To put into context how bad this is, by 2050, there will be more plastic in the ocean than there are fish. And people are getting frustrated. Frustrated being left with the guilt of disposing non-degradable shampoo bottles, deodorant bottles, hand wash bottles that they buy from companies who simply aren't doing enough. What we want to do is target the personal care industry because it's one of the biggest culprits to the waste problem. We're developing bio-based material to create a collection of reusable and refillable packaging for personal care products. We're starting small through releasing a deodorant to prove that you just don't need petroleum-based plastics to house this or other products that you use for personal care. What do we mean by bio-based? Well, we mean that it's completely fossil fuel-free, 100% plant-based and free from microplastics. After the release of deodorant, we'll follow on with packaging of other products, but our ultimate goal is to supply the packaging material directly to other producers of these products, making our competitors our customers. Our offering is circular, meaning that we've considered every part of the life cycle. Our material comes from agricultural byproducts, meaning it can be composted at the end of life. Before that though, we want people to get as much use out of it as possible, and for that reason, refills are available. Now, undoubtedly, there is a lot happening in this space, which we fully support. While there has been innovation in the soft plastics area though, it simply hasn't been matched in the development of hard plastics. This is the gap that we're addressing. Competitors are still reliant on using conventional fossil fuel plastic, but we won't be, and few, if any others, can make that claim at this time. Now, the industry is worth over $500 billion a year and continues to grow. Google stats show that in the last year, there was a 60% growth in consumer searches on recycling and plastics. And with regulatory bans globally phasing out single-use plastic, the time to act is now. This is our pathway to market. Our immediate next step is to launch a crowdfunding campaign. Our strategy to sell directly to consumers first is to get grassroots support to make the business-to-business sell completely irresistible. The most important thing in our journey to date has been identifying a commercial pathway to develop the material, and we're getting close in finalising our first prototype, which will be ready to test with users in the next few months. We've got a cross-section of skill in the team, both professionally and academically. Research, design and marketing, as well as industrial design, biochemistry and digital technologies are all covered. It's a pretty compelling group of females at the helm. To move forward, we are looking for investment to continue with the material development, partners in the agricultural space and mentors in business areas. We really urge you to come along with us to be part of an inevitable shift, making a good change happen.